The struggle of having a narcissistic mother is having an op in your daily life, having a bully in your daily life. You see, a narcissistic mother, she is so sadistic and so cold and so cruel. She's sadistic. She enjoys watching you in pain. She enjoys watching you suffer. And when you're in pain or you're suffering or you're struggling, she doesn't help you get out of your situation. She instead leaves you high and dry and leaves you to fend for yourself. When you need help, she doesn't help you. She just lets you struggle. I'm sorry, I'm getting triggered. I almost said this bitch's name. But anyway, she watches you struggle and doesn't help you because she likes to see you struggle. She likes to see you suffering. She likes to see you in pain because it makes her feel better about her sad, pathetic, miserable life. A narcissistic mother has very low self esteem. She feels so low about herself. She feels very small. She feels this big. And she feels like you're better than her. She feels like you're above her. So she tries to treat you like you're beneath her to feel better about herself. She has to drag you down to make herself feel good about herself. A narcissistic mother is mean unprovoked. She's unnecessarily mean and nasty for no fucking reason. Just treats you horribly, treats you like shit, treats you poorly just because she can. She likes to provoke you. Do not provoke your children to wrath. She likes to provoke you, likes to just constantly chastise you and antagonize you and annoy you, trying to get under your skin. She does a lot of things to you that is just unnecessary and uncalled for, and she does this when nobody else is around. When other people are around, she'll either do one of two things. She'll either put on this facade and act all nice and kind so that no one knows how abusive she is, or she'll treat you like shit in front of other people to embarrass you in front of other people. Like she may talk down on you, say something degrading, say something insulting, 333 on my timestamp, just to embarrass you in front of other people. She likes to show out in public and assert her dominance and assert her power, embarrassing you in public. Having a narcissistic mother is having an op in your life. An op. She doesn't love herself. She doesn't even like herself. She has no love to give. And because she doesn't like herself, she doesn't like anybody else. Sometimes she likes other people. But when it comes to her daughters, doesn't like her daughters unless you're her golden child. She treats her daughters with such contempt, losing patience with them, lacking empathy for them. And when you stand up to her, she's flabbergasted and wondering, why are you being so mean to her when you're just merely matching her energy? Narcissistic mothers are the biggest op in a daughter's life because she's like that towards her daughters, but she's not like that towards her sons. She's a horrible mother and a horrible role model and a horrible example of what a woman should be. And a lot of times what happens is the daughter grows up to be more of a woman than her own mother, becomes a better woman than her own mother. And when you become a better woman than your own mother, then she despises you even more. Because after all the abuse she put you through, you turned out to be a good person. You turned out to be strong, stronger than her, wiser, stronger discernment, higher level of consciousness, higher emotional intelligence. Completely surpassed her in life when it comes to mentally and emotionally. And she knows you have surpassed her in life. And it bothers her because she wants you to feel, she wants you beneath her. But the more you grow and the more you evolve, you're above her. And she feels she's beneath you. So she tries to drag you down to make you feel like you're beneath her. This is why a lot of daughters are going no contact with their mothers, because their mothers are horrible fucking mothers to them. She's just your egg donor. She's just the woman that gave birth to you, but she's not a mother. Because a mother wouldn't do her child like that. A mother wouldn't just be a blatant bully to her daughter like that. She's insecure. She has low self-esteem, low self-worth, doesn't love herself, doesn't like herself. And the relationship that she has with herself, she projects onto you. She has a horrible relationship with herself, so she has a horrible relationship with her scapegoat daughters. When it comes to her golden child daughters, it's like teenage girls, peers. She treats the golden child like her equal, like her peer, instead of her daughter. She would do any and everything for her golden child daughter, but when it comes to you, she gives you the short end of the stick. She gives you her ass to kiss. She just smacks your hand when you need help. This is why a lot of narcissistic mothers are going through karma right now, because all of the negative energy that they put out into their child's life is now coming back to bite them. And a lot of you were your mother's protection when you were around her. You were her protection from her karma hitting her. But now that you're no longer around her, her karma is going to hit her even harder now. She was getting some karma when you were around, but it wasn't hitting as hard. Now that you're not around, that karma is hitting very hard. And she can't escape her karma. She can't escape her demise. She's a horrible parent because she's not a good person. You can't call yourself a good person if you're being kind to a group of people, but being nasty to certain individuals behind closed doors. Who you are behind closed doors is exactly who you are. If you're mean and nasty behind closed doors, those are your true colors. That's exactly who you are. That's exactly who she is. Everything else is a facade. It's people pleasing, so people could like her and keep her around and keep her in their lives. She pleases people to keep those connections. She gossips, talks shit about you all the time to anybody that will listen. Gossips about you all the time. Talks about you behind your back, talks down on you. Talks about you to other relatives, talks about you to her friends. Making you look bad, and now everybody's looking at you funny because of everything that she done said about you. And a lot of this stuff is embellishing and exaggerations. She provokes you, gets into arguments with you, gets into fights with you, and then tells everybody else about what happened, but doesn't tell her side of the story, doesn't tell what she did. Tells only your reaction, tells only what you did, but doesn't say how she provoked you. It's childish. She's a childish ass woman. And she's envious of you. She's envious of your light, envious of your personality, envious of your youth, envious of your beauty. She's mad because you look better than her when she was your age. She compares herself to you. She's like, I didn't look this good when I was her age. And look how she looks. She's jealous of your appearance. And anytime you put yourself together and look all nice and look all pretty, she gets even more jealous. And that'll be why she'll ignore you and not talk to you or say something mean or say something nasty to you. But her golden child daughter, oh, she loves that girl. Compliments her all the time, obsessed with her. But anytime the golden child daughter is kind of mean to the narcissistic mother now is all bent out of shape because her favorite just hurt her feelings. And the thing is, a lot of times the scapegoat daughter has the narcissistic mother's back, but the narcissistic mother doesn't return the favor and doesn't have her daughter's back. She wants to see you struggle. She wants to see you suffer. She wants to see bad things happen to you. And when bad things happen to you, she's happy about it. She's glad because she wants you to off yourself. She wants you to fucking die, but that bitch will die first. Because you are not an evil person. She is. She wished death upon you, death will find her first. Narcissistic mothers are evil, and they don't deserve to be parents. They're evil and they don't deserve to be parents.